And good morning, traders. Welcome to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and all those fun things that make us money. Or at least we hope they make us money. It's not always the case, as we are putting money at risk. There's always a chance for something to go wrong. But with that, today is Wednesday, April the 15th. It is tax day in the United States for most people. Most people who do not own businesses, and their tax day is March the 13th. Not a very fun fact. But at any rate, what we have, or the tax deadline day, what have we got going on today? First, we still have the Iran war still going on. I say Iraq because we're talking about Iraq for 8 years or so. Now we're talking about Iran. So we're talking about that today. We're also going to be talking about what is actually happening in the markets. But first, let's talk about risks, because we're putting money at risk, and you need to know about those risks. They go something like this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. And you may have been drawn to Forex to make money with, because you hear people making great big gains in Forex, but you could also have great losses at the same time. First, I want to show you my MQL5 profile. If you don't know about it, this is what's going on here. I've released 2 expert advisors right here. The first 2, my Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro expert advisors, which I have both working in my MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 live accounts that I have with Forex.com. And I'll be building out more. I've got some more ideas on what to do with some of these, and I'm still looking for more strategies to play with and stuff like that, and to see if we can make them work. Let's see what we've got going on. Oh yeah, we are also about to roll out. Forgot about this because I'm in review stage right now, looking for things to fix before we release it. That's not the account. My God, I forgot the name of his own account. Not really, it's right here. And we have almost all the legal stuff built out, and now I'm going through final checks to see what needs to be changed before we take it live. We are already live here, so if you like, go ahead and check out the pricing. If you find value in it, then by all means, invest in it and improve your trading, because that's what this is built for. It's to help you improve your trading. With that, let's go ahead and get into what's happening today. First, the risk on risk off meter at babypips.com. Highly recommend Baby Pips. Then is a 63 right now, which is not very good. It's backing off into neutral as we are sending. Apparently, the United States is sending more people to the Middle East and not to take pictures. We have the Australian dollar as number 1. This U.S. dollar just went from down here to way up here almost instantly, almost very quickly in the last couple of minutes. So that's different for me to look at a chart and then check back a couple of minutes later and find out it's completely different. Oh well. As far as event risk today goes, that's yesterday. We have big drops in PPI, which means we should have pulling back in the bond market. And I also want to check this out. Go here and see what's going on at the CME Fed Watch people and see what they're thinking. Okay, here we go. We have a 99.5% chance of a hold and a 0.5% chance of a rate hike. I don't even know why rate hike is even in here. We should be getting ready to cut rates instead of raising rates, because now this just doesn't make sense to me anymore. Maybe AI is telling them what to do. Oh well, let's get into the DXY. Let's see what's going on here today. So we've got a big change in the DXY the last couple of minutes. We've got a big turnaround here. This was down here a few minutes ago, and now something has happened to make it turn all the way around. So we're up to 98.25. Means we're gonna have pullbacks in both the euro versus the dollar and the pound versus the dollar. But first we have the euro versus the British pound, and British pound is gaining on that. So British pound continues to be the better USD weakness trade. However, we're not necessarily dealing with a dollar weakness event right now. Here we have the pullback that I was telling you about in the euro versus the pound. That's the daily. Today it's down about looks like about 25 pips. Nothing to write home about. 22 pips. So I wouldn't freak out about that yet. There's nothing really to freak out about anyway. Currency's doing well. It's like the euro is not collapsing. Yay. Okay, here we go. Pound versus the yen. Pound versus the dollar is pulling back into the support area right here. So we're probably this fair value gap area right here. We should be seeing a takeoff on that fairly soon. Dollar versus the Swissies right here. Let's see what we have here. Dollar did have a period of dollar weakness pretty much for the past few days, and now it's starting to turn around a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. Dollar versus the yen. It's right here. Again, consolidating very nicely at 159. We might be looking for a push, probably a push upward at some point, but right now it is consolidating as it has for about 2 weeks now. Pound versus the yen is not consolidating; it is going up. It's about 215.41 right now, so it's an interesting position. I was expecting a pullback around 214. That didn't happen. So we have continuing to go further. A couple of dojis right there means it's decision time to see which direction it's going to go in. Trade carefully. Euro versus the yen, same thing. Not quite sure what's going on with that, but it may be mimicking more oil. The oil market have something to do with that, and the blockade on Iran. I don't know. But anyway, the euro versus the Japanese yen is coming off a little bit. Dollar versus the Canadian. Lots of fun happening here, but I still can't figure out the dollar versus the Canadian. It's a neat trade with pretty much no stops, best I can tell. Because if you trade this thing with stops, you're gonna get stopped out. But if you trade it, if you catch the trend right, then you can make, hindsight being 2020. This looks like easy as pie to trade. It's not, because it's really choppy, and it will stop you out unless you've got the intentional fortitude to go in there with no stops and trade a large amount of money. I'm quite frankly, I'm not a little bit more careful than that. Canadian versus the yen. We have this usually mimics the oil trade, but it's been a decoupling of that lately. So the Canadian versus the yen is still consolidating right under 115.66. Oil, look at that. Oil's come off a little bit more, down at 92 barrel. Was all the way down to the 80s yesterday. How about that? Or earlier today. How about that? So we're looking at a possible breakdown in the oil trade, which would be handy for everybody who drives cars and things, or powers their home, or things like that, or heats their home. But we're going into summer, so I'm not going to be heating our home as much. Dollar versus the Aussie versus the USD, right there, topping out. Looks like another top out right there at about 71.33. Possible head and shoulders, maybe. No, they're not equal, so not a possible head and shoulders. Gold is coming off of 4,800. It's perking back up again to 47.95 as the world's economic woes continue. Let's see what bonds are doing today. Bonds are going up today. How about that? Not a whole lot. They're creeping up a little bit, but they're not necessarily coming off. Except for the Japanese yen, the Japanese bonds are coming off. The 2-year, the 10-year, and the 30-year coming off, and the euro 30-year coming off. their yields. However, bond yields are up for everything else. Let's see, with that, let's go to platinum. Platinum is hanging out at 2150. Took 2000 pretty handily. It is now trading at 2150. Palladium, 1590. Again, not necessarily a barn burner there. Silver's coming off about $1.50 after a big day yesterday, about a 5% gain yesterday, pushed it back close to 80. And here we have the software stocks. Well, we have the NASDAQ up here at gained 1.8%, and the software sector did not, which is most of them are part of the NASDAQ. We've got the IGV at 79.48. We've got the HubSpot right there at 206. Salesforce 171. 366 on Intuit. And the sales process has changed so much. I don't know how these CRM companies are going to make it, because the sales process has changed dramatically over the last 20 years. And NVIDIA is still up 3.8% on hopes that AI is going to take over the world. Meantime, we're finding out more and more that AI is not as good as we say it is. But with that, that's about all I've got for today. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then hit the subscribe button and subscribe. And we'll be sure to, YouTube will let you know when we put these out. And lastly, what is it? Oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, hit me up in the comment section, and I will talk with you later. You guys have a great one. Bye.